guys, it's Olivia and welcome back to Live in Literature. Thank you so much for all the love and support I received in my last video, and if you have not seen it yet, feel free to head on over to my channel to check it out. Well guys, hello, welcome back me. This is my first time back in the library in a hot minute. I have been traveling the world. I have been vacationing all over. I am looking so tan. If you think so, please feel free to leave it down below in the comments that I look really gorgeous and tan.
You're a little red, Disick.
It'll turn chocolate before you know it, sweet thing.
But I have been traveling all over Europe. I've been in the Mediterranean. I've been in London. I've been in Ireland. I've just been all over inserting photos right now really fast on my trip.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
But it was literally the best trip ever. It was so much fun. I cannot even believe how amazing it was. So thank you guys so much for being so patient for the fact that I was gone and I was absent. I am back now bringing you the content every single Saturday. I am here for you, the people. I love you. I'm here for my people. And while I was gone, we reached 600 subscribers on the Live in Literature channel. I am absolutely so thrilled about, and I'm so excited. So we will be doing a 600 subscriber giveaway. So in this video, that is going up today, there will be a link in the description. Please click the link to enter the giveaway. This giveaway will include a book boyfriend bookmark, and a tote bag of my choosing. The book will be of your choosing or of mine if you say so in the Google Doc that will be in the link down below. But again, I will announce the winner in next Saturday's video. So please sign up as soon as possible for the giveaway so that you have a chance to win a brand new book, a book boyfriend bookmark, and of course an adorable tote bag. And again, I want to say a huge massive thank you to all of my new subscribers, all my old subscribers, anyone who's just joining me on Live in Literature. It's been the most fun ever, and I'm so happy to be back from vacation and back with you guys. And again, thank you so much for helping us get to 600 subscribers. I am so thrilled. Thank you guys so much.
Oh, yes. And I would like to thank everyone from the heart of my bottom.
Bottom of my heart.
That too.
Now, to get into today's video, obviously I was away, I was journeying abroad, I didn't have too much time for reading, but I had just enough that I was able to squeeze in about 4 books into my reading repertoire while I was away in Europe. And I did some very interesting reading while I was away, and I'm here to give you the dirt, to give you the tea, to show you what I have been reading while I was on vacation. So let's get started. The first one, and this is what I want to preface with, because I haven't talked about this person very often, this author, often on this channel, but it's someone that I've seen a lot come up on the book talk community, someone who is extremely popular, and that is Miss Alex Astor for the book Lightlark. Now, I don't like to jump in on a bandwagon. Actually, that's a lie. I am the biggest jumper on a bandwagons. But the minute that I saw Lightlark come onto the scene, which was about 2 or 3 years ago, I was a little bit unimpressed. I was excited at first. I was very excited at first because it had already been told that it was going to be like an enemies to lovers, big fantasy. Like it seemed like it was going to be everything. And then I saw the reviews pouring in from Goodreads. And I was really disappointed by the results because there was like a couple of 5 stars and then a massive amount of 1-star reviews. Now I've heard a lot about the hearsay online about why that was. I think a lot of people were just like hating on Miss Alex like very early on in her career and they're so on and so forth. But I'm not here to discuss any of that. So I will say that I was dissuaded from reading Lightlark when it first came out. And I also had heard that there was going to be chances of a love triangle. And you guys know how I feel about love triangles. Blech. Freaking hate them.
Hate. Double hate. Loathe entirely.
So I was like, I'm not going to read Lightlark. I'm not going to be one of those girls. But then I saw a piece of fan art that literally stopped me in my tracks. And I said,
I love this man. And I have to have him.
And fan art, I will say, I love a good book fan art. I love fan art of my books. But I have never had a fan art stop me dead in my tracks where I am and say, that you have to read this book now. Like that is a book you have to read because of this fan art. I've never had a fan art do that to me before. Here it is. This is the art. I mean, it's just a devastating photo. Like I was shell shocked, gagging, shook beyond belief when I saw this photo. I said, this photo, I don't know how it exists and how I'm still living without knowing the contents of why this photo exists or why this picture exists, who did it, and what is going on in this book. And it made me have to read Lightlark. I had to read Lightlark because of this fan art. And you know what? I am so glad that I did, because I ended up loving Lightlark. Now, I do have qualms with the book. But to give you a quick plot summary of Lightlark, if you don't already know, we have Isla Crown. She is a leader on in one of the 6 kingdoms. And essentially what the book is about is that there is an island called Lightlark that appears every 100 years. Every 100 years, the island appears for 100 days for 6 rulers to essentially come to battle it out, to break their curses and to win ultimate power on this island. So it's low-key, it feels at first when you read the plot summary that it's going to be kind of Hunger Games vibes, but also like fight to the death vibes, but it's really not. It's really just that one person has to die, and it's essentially about all of these people deciding who that person is and why their island or why their kingdom should stay alive and why they should stay alive. So it's almost like a reverse Hunger Games, but it's really, really interesting. I ended up really enjoying this book way more than I thought I was going to. Now, I do have some qualms. I have qualms with the pacing and I have qualms with the writing. I don't think the writing is all that amazing. Sorry, it's pretty mid. And I'll be honest, the pacing, it's too fast. It's just way too fast. She needs to slow down.
Could you ask him to slow down?
Could you slow down?
Slow down and really just build for a second. The girl needs to build. But what she lacks in pacing and in the writing, she makes up for in characters that you end up falling in love with, and really fun, intense scenes that really just get you going. These scenes are just very intense, and they draw you in, and they're very impactful, and the moments that these characters have between one another are just to die for. I ended up really loving the book and ended up dying over it. And then
Tell me more.
we get into book 2, Nightbane, which I liked even more. The beginning of Nightbane is a little bit slow, and again, it has similar issues to what Lightlark has, pacing way too fast. And again, the writing is okay. It's not the best. I just wish there was more carefully thought out world building. And this, I will admit it, this is one of the first and few times, this is one of the few times that I feel like an author has successfully done a love triangle. And I don't want to blow my brains out. Honestly, it's one of the few times, I have to give it up to Alex Astor. I really wanted to dislike it, but it's one of the few times that I actually liked, I thought it was done well. It's still not my favorite trope, and I don't know if I particularly am in love with it, but I like what's happening. I like what's going on, and I loved the way this book ended. Oh my gosh. Biggest cliffhanger of all time, craziest plot twists, totally took me in a whole new direction. I loved Nightbane. So I've been debating between my star ratings for these two for a while. I can't decide if I want to give this one a 3.5 and this one a 4, or if I want to give this one a 4 and this one a 4.5. I think right now what I finally decided, I want to give Lightlark a 3.5 and I want to give Nightbane a 4. I loved Nightbane though. I was eating this up. I was feral for it. And to be honest, that fan art, it totally it sealed the deal for me. And it honestly made the book just click for me. This was a really fun, cute fantasy series. I feel if you enjoyed Powerless by Lauren Roberts, it's kind of a similar writing style where it's very easy reading, but then the tension and the character building is really good. So again, very similar to Lauren Roberts. If you liked Powerless, I loved Powerless. These ones are great. Again, these are YA, but also the content is not YA. So I don't know how she got away with that. I'm a little bit confused still by Miss Alex Astor. I like what's going on. I will be reading the 3rd book. The 3rd book comes out in November. I am so excited for it. Sky Shade. It's going to be everything. I'm pumped for it. And I will be partaking because I'm obsessed with how this one ended. But again, I have qualms with the book, but I loved the book, but I hated the book, but it was everything. So take that with what you will.
One person couldn't feel all that. It'd explode.
Just because you've got the emotional range of a teaspoon.
Now, we're going to take a little walk on the wild side. And when I say the wild side, I mean the Wild West side. Yeah. And I have been just because I was on vacation, I was you know what? I did the fantasy thing because I was I just want to know what's going on. And then I ended up loving it and I was eating it up and it was everything. But then I also purchased one book and then I ended up purchasing another one because I was you know what? I just want to read something silly, something fun, something cute and easy. And I I've just been kind of wanting to get into Westerns and cowboys. And so I purchased Miss Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Done and Dusted. This is an adorable cowboy romance. So this one is about a young woman named Clementine Ryder who's recently taking a break from the barrel racing circuit. If you're not familiar with barrel racing is, I'll insert some footage. Anyways, she's a barrel racer. She comes back to her hometown after being gone for like a couple of years because she needs to take a little bit of a break for personal reasons that you find out. Anyways, and when she gets back into town, she sees her older brother's best friend, Luke Brooks, who drove her crazy in her childhood, but now is like coming off in a whole different way. And Luke and her start to create this bond. And I know it's cheesy as all get out, and I know it's practically a Hallmark movie, and I know the writing in this is not good. But guess what? I gave it 4 stars anyway, because I enjoyed it, and I had a great time reading it. Like, it's just silly, and it's just fun, and I didn't want anything too serious, and I got exactly that. I got, like, sexy, like, hair tousled, like, dirty cowboys meeting up with, like, more, like, uptight, but, like, really sweet girls, and they just like blend so well together.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
I got the enemies to lovers that I wanted. I got the banter and the riffing that I wanted. Like, I just wanted it to be like a romance I could just sink my teeth into, and that's exactly what I got with this. And again, it's one that's like, it's not too serious. It's just like you're there for a good time, not a long time. The writing definitely leaves something to be desired, but did I have a great time reading it? Absolutely. So I can't help but recommend Done and Dusted to anyone who's wanting to read a cute little cowboy romance. I also know that the author Lila Sage has a second book called Swift and Saddled. I will be purchasing and I will be reading that one very, very shortly. But currently I'm in the midst of reading another cowboy series called Flawless by Elise Silver. Now, I finished Done and Dusted, and then I was in the airport in Ireland, and I was like, I need a new book because I don't have one. And I found this one because it saw that it was a cowboy romance, and I was like, well, I wanted to read cowboy romances, and I've seen this one floating around Book Talk, and so I picked it up. This one, is so good. I think I like this one like almost like, it's still a 4-star for me, but I think I like this one like even more than I like Done and Dusted. This one is, Elise Silver has a series. It's like a 5-book series called the Chestnut Spring series, and it's about like each book is centered on like a different couple that you like meet in this like first book, which like I love book series like that. Like I eat that up. I eat that up when it's about a different couple. I love it. I think it's so fun, and each one has like different tropes and stuff. It's just great. Flawless is about a young woman named Summer who essentially works for like a publishing company or a publicist company. Her father runs the company, and he has a bull rider who he's a publicist for. The bull rider's name is Rhett Eaton. He is like ultimate bull riding bad boy. He's bull riding royalty amongst this community in Canada. Anyways, Rhett gets into some hot water with the public. He does some things he's not supposed to, and essentially Summer's dad, who is like the head of the publicist company, sends Summer to essentially be Rhett's quote unquote babysitter for the summer while he's competing in the rest of the bull riding circuit and to like win the championship title. Of course, Rhett Eaton is pissed that he has this girl who's like babysitting him the whole time. But Summer and Rhett start to form a connection as they start to meet. But again, Summer's trying to keep things professional because, of course, she's like working for him. I like ate this one up. I absolutely love this one. Is it literally a Hallmark movie? Yes. Is it literally City Slicker Girl meets Country Western Boy and they get it on? Yes. Is it a smutty good time? Yes. But you know what? I loved it. I ate it up with a fork and knife. And guess what? Did I purchase book 2 and book 3 already? Yes, because guess what? I'm in the cowboy romance mood, and I'm eating it up along the way. I'm just loving it.
Too smart to date a cowboy. I like looking at him though.
I can't help it. I cannot stop. Like, it's so fun. This one for me is like, has a little bit, I feel like it has more like plot than Done and Dusted had. I feel like it has like a little bit more going on like in the story. And again, I'm invested in the characters. It's well written enough that I like it and it's easy to read, but I still like, again, I'm not pushing, I'm like, we're not doing rocket science here, okay? This is not me reading like a Sarah J. Maas, like beginning of Crescent City, like trying to like world build and stuff, okay? Like this is pretty like easy stuff here. We're not doing anything crazy here. And I just wanted something fun to read on vacation, and I've just been really feeling the cowboy vibe. Yee-haw.
Attracted to you, okay?
and I just love it. I've just been having the best time reading them. So for those of you who want to join me on my cowboy adventures, please come along. I know this is kind of a switch from my normal fantasy reading, but I just have decided to take a walk on the wild side, and this has been really fun for me. So if you want to check out Elise Silver's Flawless, I highly recommend that you do. It's really fun, and I really enjoyed it. So that is all the books that I read on vacation that I have for you. I am so excited to be back, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Living Literature YouTube channel. Again, thank you guys so much for being so patient in my absence while I was gone, and also for being so amazing and subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Your love and support means the most to me. If you guys have any video ideas that you want to see done on this channel, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm taking new ideas right now. I'm just trying to generate and stir things up if there's anything that you've been wanting to see. But again, regardless, I love you guys. You guys are the best. I love you the most, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.